I am Maritoni Fernandez, and we are in the middle of a barley field here in Swan Hill, Australia. We are giving you the world's best, and this is why I've come all the way to Australia, to show that this is where it comes from. You can't get any better than this. It's more than I ever imagined it would be. It's cold.
Well, we think we have the best barley in the world because of our clean irrigation water. Water comes from the Murray River, which is a freshwater river. All our drinking water comes from the Murray River too. One of three factors also is this organic property was a dairy farm before we started growing our certified crops here. So it's full of nutrients, and also the climate is perfect for growing winter cereals. Clean, green, certified organic.
When you get to the processing plant itself, the barley smell is so intoxicating. It smells so clean and so fresh, and you can really tell that it just got harvested. And if anything, it feels so healthy. It smells healthy.
It takes up to 3 years to have the farm certified organic. That's going away from conventional farming practices that require nasty herbicides and pesticides. We're certified with NASA, which is one of the Australian certifications for organic. It's quite an intense process.
A lot of people say that they have organic products, but actually what they don't understand is how stringent the tests are. They get spot checked. So at any given time, NASA can come over here and pick up barley from their fields, and if they don't pass, their license gets taken away, which means no pesticides, no chemicals, none of that stuff goes into this land. From the time it's grown, all the way up until packing the barley powder and shipping it to us in the Philippines, no chemicals ever touches it. Nutri-Green Australia is actually the only organic barley farm in the whole of Australia. And I am truly proud to say that we are now the sole distributor in the Philippines for Nutri-Green barley.
IAWORLDWIDE gets its barley grass powders from Herbal, which sources them from us at Nutri-Green, so you're guaranteed the best barley grass powders in the world.
I am 송중기. I am ready. I am worldwide.
Nag-uumpisa ang lahat sa nag-iisang pangarap. Huwag mong mag-alinlangan, liwanag di na matitinag. Kayang abutin pagkasama ka, mga bituin sa langit. Harapin ang mga hadlang, magtiwala at kumapit. Nandito at hawak kamay, nasa atin na ang tagumpay. Hold up, then I get my cup, pour one, then I mix it up. But then with ice up and everything hot, it tastes so nice, can't get enough, oh yeah. Raise your glasses up, and we're gonna take a sip. Sabay-sabay, isigaw and talk about it. Nasaan ka na dito? I feel amazing, so amazing. Ibang-iba talaga. I am amazing, so amazing.
In the game of life, I need to be strong and flexible. I need to be amazingly fit. For Fortunately, there's amazing slim cafe macchiato. Filled with healthy ingredients proven worldwide to help reduce weight. Tastes amazing. Try the amazing slim cafe macchiato now.
I clear my head of toxic thoughts. I always strive for harmony and balance. Oops, I try. I eat healthy and yummy. And for total awesomeness, I give my skin super treatment every day. The awesome premium organic barley soap. It's my skin's daily spa in a bar. It's packed with premium natural extracts, oil, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids to protect and improve my skin's elasticity, smoothness, and overall awesomeness. It's your skin's daily spa. The premium awesome organic barley soap.
And for me, it's Choco Barley. It's a great combination. Super yummy, na healthy pa. And it's really made to make you feel amazing. It combines the goodness of pure organic barley plus great chocolate flavor for energy. Cheers to my new favorite chocolate drink.
It's really good. It's really good.
Hi, I am Natasha Mulak and I am worldwide.
The best person who can take good care of you once you get older is the younger person you are now. Does that sound familiar? How about this? Prevention is better than cure. Or this, health is wealth. Indeed, everyone is aware of the importance of achieving a healthy lifestyle. But the real question is it still possible to live healthily in today's world of processed food, much pollution and radiation, plus a stress-filled, fast-paced environment? With I Am Worldwide, it is a big yes, with the power of barley. According to Dr. Yoshihide Hagiwara, a Japanese doctor, scientist, inventor, and pharmacologist, barley is the only vegetation on Earth that can supply nutritional support from birth to old age. It is recognized by science as the most nutritious of all plant foods, containing a broad spectrum of essential vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, chlorophyll, phytonutrients, and phytochemicals that our body requires for the proper functioning of organs and the immune system. There are 68 micronutrients found in barley leaves, 17 types of minerals, 16 types of vitamins, 17 types of enzymes, and 18 types of amino acids. In a nutshell, what is the power of barley? B is for bone health benefits. Barley is loaded with minerals, especially copper and phosphorus, that can promote bone health. Barley contains a greater amount of calcium compared to common milk. This makes barley a perfect ingredient to improve your bone and prevent related diseases like osteoporosis. A is for anti-cancer and colon cleansing substance. Since it is naturally rich in fiber, it can boost your intestinal health, hence protecting you from colon cancer. The fiber component of barley decreases your risk of colon cancer by increasing the bulk activity and decreasing the transit time of fecal matter, which makes your colon healthier. It's not only the barley grain which wards off cancer, but the grains are also beneficial because of their superoxide dismutase component. Superoxide dismutase, or SOD, is a type of enzyme that destroys harmful free radicals in the body. Based on a study conducted at the University of Iowa, there is a relationship between the levels of SOD and the occurrence of cancer. Diminished amounts of SOD were found in cancer cells. Researchers concluded that this relationship may help clinicians to formulate appropriate cancer treatments. R. Revitalizes immune system. The vitamin C component in barley is almost 2 times that than oranges. This particular vitamin especially fortifies your defense mechanisms and decreases the likelihood of colds and flu. Iron increases the blood volume and also helps prevent anemia as well as exhaustion. It helps with proper kidney functioning, including the growth and development of body cells. L. Lowers cholesterol and blood sugar. Barley contains an important soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This heart-healthy fiber aids in lowering cholesterol levels and is also found in other grains such as oats. This soluble powder dissolves and binds with fatty acids in the body, which lowers bad cholesterols. Also, a recent study from the Lund University in Sweden shows that barley can rapidly improve people's health by reducing blood sugar levels and the risk for diabetes. The secret lies in the special mixture of dietary fibers found in barley, which can also help reduce people's appetite and risk for cardiovascular disease. E. Expedites healing of the body. After dissolving barley in the body, there are 3 very important constituents which are stored in barley products. First is beta-glucan, second is essential amino acids, and third are fiber constituents which accelerates the energy in the body with high resolution. Eventually, the body feels relief which automatically leads to healing therapy in the muscular systems. Also, barley is rich in zinc which promotes healing. Y. Youthful beauty and energy. Barley is packed with vitamin C, antioxidants, and minerals. All of these are excellent for your skin. It has been proven to reduce inflammation in the body. Do you know the expression, healthy body, healthy skin? The antioxidants in barley help make you look younger. Barley helps to eliminate toxins from the body, giving you the appearance of younger and healthier skin. Need to experience the power of barley? Bone health benefits, anti-cancer and colon cleanse substances, revitalization of the immune system, lowering of cholesterol and blood sugar levels, expediting healing of your body, and youthful beauty and energy? Try IAWORLDWIDE's barley for the entire family. Amazing pure barley powder, amazing barley capsules, and amazing choco barley for kids. Let this be the start of your healthy living.
Amazing morning, mentors. One-sided pala tayo. Okay, sige. We'll be discussing our product knowledge in English. So, are you ready? Because I am not. And amazing morning, everyone. Who here is coming for the first time? We have a lot of first-timers. And before we start, I will be introducing myself. So, amazing morning. I'm Mentor Patricia Rosario, and I'm part of Team MVP. So I was tasked to introduce our speaker who have tried barley. Has anyone tried barley already? Me? Yeah. So for our discussion for today, I believe we will be discussing the most common or frequently asked questions about barley. So if you are new in this company, and if you're not yet too familiar with our product, you need to listen carefully, okay? But again, I believe that everyone is excited to hear our speaker because first and foremost, these types of educational training, me as a nurse, we pay for these kinds of training. Okay, but here in IAWORLDWIDE, it's free. Are you blessed to be hearing this for free? Okay? If you are present and your leaders are not here, kindly tag them because we are also blessed because this training is live. We have a memo that there are no live trainings already, but this is live. So if they are not here, please tag your leaders in our live streaming so they will also be blessed. Okay? So without further ado, let me introduce our speaker. So she's not just our wellness educator. She is an international wellness and nutritional coach. And she is the founder of the BARLEY system, if you have heard it. I'm part of the BARLEY system, and I'm one of the very blessed people that has been transformed because of that system. Okay, to share you some of my testimony. First is I was a patient with hyperthyroidism. So I battled hyperthyroidism for 3 months only, thinking it should be more than 3 months. It takes years for other people to be healed with that kind of disease, but I personally was healed in 3 months' time. So thank you, Lord. And what more? Basta, I am excited because I know some of you or most of us will really be blessed with this sharing. So if you can give your full attention to her once she starts speaking in front, that would be okay. And then, she is the owner of IBC Bacolod. Is anyone from Bacolod? Or do you know anyone from Bacolod? She's one of the owners of IBC Bacolod. And she's part of the Millionaire Circle. So do you want to be a millionaire as well? So you need to listen. And lastly, she is one of the newest Emerald Elite Executive of the company, and she can earn up to 600,000 pesos per week. They also want to earn 600,000 per week. Yes, so if you want to, so again, let's give her the traditional clap. Are you familiar with the traditional clap? Yes. Okay, so let's try this in English. Energy. 1 million! You need to clap, you need to stamp, and you need to shout, okay? Okay, let's do this. Okay, 1 million! 2 million! Okay, that is not too loud. Another one, that's for me. Okay, let's try it again. More energy, more energy. Okay. Game. 1 million! 2 million! 3 million! And millions and millions and millions of clap for Mentor Elizabeth Rose Law. Continue clapping. Yes.
Thank you so much, Pat. The most challenging part of the introduction is the 1 million, 2 million. Let's give a million and millions of clap for Mentor Patricia. And she's actually also a certified BARLEY coach already in the community. I think the game tonight is the boat is sinking. This boat is already sinking. Do you want to survive? You have to move to this side. Mentor Mario. I think this side is colder. That's why everybody is here. Yeah, but I think if the boat will sink, this side will sink first. So if I were you, you move to this side. Okay, so everybody, are you feeling amazing? Yeah! Are you ready to learn? Yeah! Who were here yesterday? Hello? Mic test. Kuya Jules. Ayan. Okay. Who were here yesterday? Did you already sign the attendance? Because those who were here yesterday, you will receive your world-class certificate. Ah, okay. I think I have Thank you. Okay. Now, yesterday, I did a recap of the top 10 questions. I hope you were able to watch the video and the training last month. So for those of you who are first-timer, most of the time, the training is really in Taglish. But because last month we wanted to help our international teams and we had a very good response from the other teams, we are doing it again for this month. The top 10 Taglish was done, I think, last August, last year. And the top 11 to 20, it was October last year. So if you want to review that, you can also go back to those ISO live that we did on those months to check the Taglish version, okay? But right now, this is to help our international movers and even you, if you have contacts in the US or Taiwan or Hong Kong, Macau, at least you can send them for the locals. Because we are actually really going global and we want to form testimonies not just for the Filipinos worldwide, but at the same time, we will conquer the world, including the locals of whichever country. Do you believe that will happen? Yeah, so the biggest yesers will have their own international team. Can I hear a yes? Yes! Okay, now, welcome to Wellness Hour. This is our day 2 of 2. Okay, so for those of you who are first-timers, this is the Holistic Wellness Campaign of I Am Worldwide. Let's give a round of applause to our BODs because this initiative is really for the total well-being of our distributors. This is not just to sell, but this is really for us to change lives. So please stay focused. Everybody say 100%. 100%. All in. Okay, so for those of you who are online, please exit the other windows so that you can focus. And for those of you who have chats, please close your chat window. Tell them you will be right back in after 1.5 hours. Okay? Now, last night there was a feedback. I don't know what happened, but some of those watching online said that the volume was really low. But when I watched the replay, I think it was okay. So I don't know what happened. Kuya Jules, I don't know what happened last night, pero madami pong comment na mahina yung volume. So I don't know what happened, but when I got home, I usually watch the replay. The sound was okay. So I don't know what happened, but hopefully right now, can you check online if the audio and the video are okay? And if it's still not, please put your comment so that Kuya Jules, our tech guy, will see it. Yes, let's give a round of applause to Kuya Jules. He does everything for the online and even the flash of the materials that you can see behind us. Now, for those of you who were here last night, you can get your certificate. But for those of you who are here this evening, you cannot because you have to complete the 2 days. Okay? Now, again, this is not a substitute for medical advice. The purpose of this is mainly for education so we can all be an empowered patient. Now, treat this like a fish, eat the meat, throw the bones. And if you're not sure if the information you're being given is correct, I challenge you to do your own research. That's perfectly okay. Now, okay, let's review. Yesterday, we did the top 10 questions, frequently asked, and then some answers because, again, I would like to refer you to our training last month. And We also heard the answer, what makes Amazing Barley different from the other brands in the market. That is also very important because there are a lot of barley brands that are cheaper. And have you had an experience that somebody said, I won't buy IAWORLDWIDE's barley because it's expensive? Yes? Now you can answer that. You have to watch that video that we showed yesterday. Also, there was a sharing. I relayed the sharing of one of our mentors who was diabetic for 30 plus years. And right now, after 7 days of doing lifestyle change with Amazing Barley, he was able to gain the normal blood glucose until now, with no cravings, no headache, no weakness whatsoever. Okay? So he is so amazed. And I think right now he's watching again. Hi, Mentor Alfredo. It's 6 o'clock in the US, but he's up to watch the training. Okay. Something's not right with our clicker. Let me check. Are you ready to hear a sharing? Yes. A very, very important sharing. In all English, yes! We have to give a millionaire's clap to our mentor, Mary. Nasaan yung isang slide? Wait lang. Nasaan yung introduction moment? Nawala yung introduction. Sorry. Let us give a big, big round of applause to our mentor, Mary Grace Perez. Yes. Double millionaires clap for the all English sharing. Yes. Thank you, Mads. If you see my nose bleed, just approach me with a napkin, okay? Anyway, before I start, I would like to thank Mentor Elise for this opportunity to share with you tonight my insights about the top 10 questions regarding barley. Can we give a clap offering to Mentor Elise? Yes, because we are really blessed that she's here tonight because, you know, this kind of training is paid outside. But here in IAWORLDWIDE, we get it for free. Another clap offering for Mentor Elise. Yes. So, amazing morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Mary Grace Perez. I'm a nurse by profession, but currently doing the business full-time. So I'm standing here before you to share some insights about the top 10 frequently asked questions regarding barley. Okay, so first question, how has the top 10 questions helped me and my team? Actually, the questions are very relevant, but I will be sharing the 3 major ways how it helped me and my team. First, number 1, it helped boost our confidence. I believe some of you will agree that usually we lack confidence, or lack of confidence, I mean, results from what? Lack of knowledge. Do you agree? Yes. Lack of knowledge. But because of these kinds of training, we now know how we can answer the top questions regarding barley. So with that knowledge, we become more confident, right? If you gain knowledge, become more confident, you sound professional to your clients, and at the same time, you're more confident. The more knowledgeable you are, the more you sound professional, the more confident you are, and it helps actually build trust to our clients, right? Second, it also helps us. I have pointers, but I'm actually being mental blocked right now. But number two, I believe that it helped us duplicate easier, right? it helps duplicate easier. Why? When we are equipped with the right answers for our inquiries, we become, aside from being more confident, it becomes easier to duplicate the team. The answers become more easier to relate to them. It becomes more simple, it becomes more effective. And third, lastly, it also helps us save time. Okay? Because how? How does it help us save time? Every time we are asked the top 10 questions, we don't have to answer lengthy, replies to our clients because it's already emphasized. We can share to them the exact, answer. For example, we can address their concerns right away when we know the answers. Actually, we are being spoon-fed here in IAM Worldwide. We are very blessed. We already have top 10 questions. Today, we'll continue with the top 20. Yes, top 20. So you have to stay tuned. And next question, which questions were often asked? Yeah. What are the questions often asked regarding barley? For the top 10 questions, I'll be focusing on two relevant questions. First question is how many barley should I drink? Okay? First question, how many barley should I drink? Actually, all of us are already educated that barley is safe from womb to tomb, right? But the question is, how much barley do I need to take? Well, it depends on a lot of factors. Factor number one, it depends on, first consideration is the budget. Do you agree? Yes. The budget. Because even though there are clients that they can afford to take 6 sachets of barley per day. But there will be clients, even though you know that they need more, but they will always drink according to their budget. Right? So usually, 2 sachets, 1 sachet, it will depend on their budget. Next, it will depend on their body. How? How will it depend on their body? Depends if they are sick or they are healthy. Just for example, your body is nutrient deprived. So you need more barley. You need more doses of barley, right? If you are nutrient deprived. For example, for women who are on their period. For all the women, can you raise your hands? Women on their period need more dosage of barley compared to days when they are not on their period. Okay? Next, it also depends on their activity level. How so? For example, you are an athlete. Athletes need more barley to replenish the energy they use. Okay? Compared to those who have sedentary lifestyle. Compared to those who only work from home. Another consideration, it will depend on your exposure to toxic environment or toxic substances. An example, since I'm a nurse, I worked before in a hospital. Actually, I'm a head nurse in emergency room. So I'm really exposed to, of course, sickness, bacteria, viruses. So I believe I need more barley compared to those who work only in offices. Okay? And what's nice about our training is that we focus on barley as personalized health. We focus on personalized health and personalized healing, nutrition here in IAM Worldwide. So there's no black and white, there's no one-size-fits-all dosage of barley. It depends really on your client. You have to ask them. You have to know what they really need. It should be personalized. For example, me, for an adult, usually take 2 sachets of barley. But for me, I usually take 4 sachets. Okay? Next question. Next relevant question I will tackle. The question about what time do we need to take the barley?
Usually, we tell our clients to take the barley in the morning, right? 30 minutes before breakfast. Because it's best taken on an empty stomach, right? For better absorption. But you can also advise them to take barley before bedtime. Why? Because we need to replenish all the nutrients that were depleted all throughout the day, okay? But in general, actually, we can take barley any time of the day. Depends on you, on your activity level, depends on your need, actually, as long as you take it 30 minutes or as long as you take it on an empty stomach. And lastly, why does I Am Worldwide focus on heart selling instead of hard selling? Because we're not here to sell. We're here to serve, share hope, and transform lives. Okay? When people feel that you genuinely care, they listen. And more often, they buy without you having to force anything. So let's share our barley and always remember to share from the heart. That's all. Thank you. Again, I'm Mary Grace Perez, and I Am Worldwide.
Yes! I'm so proud of you. Yes! All English? No problem. Yeah! Congratulations, Rens. I am so happy listening to you. The personalized nutrition, personalized health. Ah! Next wellness hour, you can share 2 more questions. Assignment. And I think, Mens, aside from the exposure to bacteria and viruses, as a head nurse, the stress level is really high. So I think when you go home, your body is very, very acidic. And you really need barley to alkalize. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Mens, for sharing. I really, really appreciate the information that you shared, and I was sitting there and I was just so proud. Mentor Grace has already done they have this weekly mentoring with their team that they incorporate the total wellness, not just kamusta yung pay-in? Not just the pay-ins, the purchases, but even financial literacy and even spiritual, emotional, the whole 8 dimensions. So I really, really hope that more teams can do that as well, so our distributors will really have that holistic. Everybody say holistic. Okay? Holistic health. There. Okay, now are you ready for questions 11 to 20? Yes? You have to stay focused because the last question is very, very critical. Okay? So please stand up. I want to make sure that you will be awake until the last question. Everybody up! Shake, shake, shake! Shake, shake, shake! Yes! Forward, upward, downward, rightward, leftward, clap. Happy all the time. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now, please take your seats. I hope that is already enough to wake you up. Okay. Reminder, this is not a substitute again for medical advice, and this doesn't also represent coach and coachee relationship, okay? This is for educational purposes. Question number 11. What is the right way of storing our amazing barley? At home, at the office, in the car. Are we aware that barley is sensitive to heat, and light. Which means when you pick a storage area for barley, it has to be away from sunlight. Perfect. Okay, what are the areas at home that's near the sunlight? Windows. How about heat? Kitchen. So those are the places that we should not put barley in, okay? Or if you are living in a condo and you have a loft that's very near the ceiling, so it's really, really hot. So if you have a condo and you have a second floor, where should you put barley? At the lower floor, okay? Next, in the car, where should you put the boxes? Are you supposed to put it in the trunk? No, you cannot. Try as much as you can to put the barley inside where the aircon is on when you're traveling. Do not, as much as possible, do not put it in the trunk. Okay? Because again, it's sensitive to heat and light. What we don't want is to drink barley with dead enzymes. Everybody say live enzymes. Barley grass is very potent because of the live enzymes. And now, if the enzymes die, the barley that we have will not have an edge compared to the vegetables that we cook. When you cook and boil your vegetables, enzymes die. And even the vitamins and the minerals and other nutrients, they cut into half. 50 to 70% of the nutrients of the food that we eat, the veggies especially, they're already enzymeless. And probably nutrition very, very less because of the extensive heat. When you cook your broccoli, for example, you're not supposed to cook it until it's brown. You know what you should do? Are you familiar with blanch? There's this boiling water and then you just blanch it and then get it out. It should still be crunchy when you eat it. It shouldn't be lantang gulay. You know the expression? Because we are so used to eating our vegetables very, very lanta. So when we are tired, we usually say, para akong lantang gulay. But the gulay, the vegetables, should still be crunchy when we eat that. Okay? So barley was cold processed. It did not go through the heating process. Cold process to preserve the nutrients and to preserve especially the enzymes. So please do not put it near the window or in. So when you're boiling your water here and then you have a cabinet here, do not put barley there. Okay? Clear? Okay, let's proceed. Question number 2. This one. I need you to get your tissue. We will go a little bit technical, just a little bit, because this is very, very often, it is a very often asked question. The patient has kidney problems. Can she take barley? Or the patient is ongoing dialysis. Can she drink barley? Are you sure? Sure? Next question is, how many sachets? See, the top 10 questions, we always go back to that question. But here, let me first make it clear, potassium is K. It's not the same as vitamin K. Just to make it clear, vitamin K is different, Potassium K is mineral. The vitamin K is different, and probably I will discuss that when we discuss questions 21 to 30, okay? But right now, let's focus on potassium. That's just the symbol. It is a very important mineral found throughout the body, like really, really important. It is needed for many of the body's functions, including especially our electrolytes. I don't know if you have had days when you can't get out of bed. Some people, if they have deficiency in potassium, they cannot even get out of bed. Literally, you cannot move. And later, you will see that. Your kidneys, our kidneys, that's how the kidney looks. They're really small. The kidney is the one that utilizes the potassium in the body, brings the balance, okay? Now, there are two types of, there is what you call as hyper and hypo. If you say hyper, it's over. When you say hypo, it's lower. Now, if the levels are too high or too low, both are very dangerous. That's why they always say if the kidney has a problem, what do we always hear? Stay away from potassium. Now, I'm explaining this so you will understand better and you will know how to deal with patients that are going through dialysis or has kidney damage. Now, there are two illustrations here. One is hyper and another one is hypo. If you can see, if there's hyper, meaning too much potassium in the blood, it says there's muscle weakness, there's numbness, there's tingling, there's vomiting, heart palpitations, chest pains, heart attack. If hypo, too low, you also have problems like constipation, skipped heartbeat, muscle weakness, muscle cramps, low blood pressure. You might even faint and actually even die, either with hypo or hyper. Sudden or severe hyperkalemia or hypo are both life-threatening conditions that require immediate medical care. Okay? Now, these are the symptoms. I'm showing this to you so you will know the kidney does the work. It's the kidney that works to make sure that we don't have too much and we don't have too little. Now, if there is a problem with the kidney, what happens? Before that, these are the levels that we are supposed to, recommended, okay? Recommended potassium for daily consumption. But you have to remember, this is very important. 98%, approximately 98% of the potassium that we take in is actually stored in our cells. It can be in our muscle, primarily in the muscle cells, some tissues like the skin, and the red blood cells. 98%. It goes inside the cells, mainly the muscles. Now, when we have lab tests, do we check the muscles or the blood? The blood. So actually, out of 100, there's just around 2% that goes to your blood because the 98% goes inside the cells of the body. Now, how do you decide then to restrict or not to restrict potassium? Remember, if it's too high, it's dangerous. If it's too low, it's also dangerous. My question now is it safe to give barley because barley has potassium? No more yes. Now you're thinking. I like that. Okay? Now, if you are asked, I have chronic kidney disease, stage 3, stage 5, or I'm going through dialysis, can I take barley? Okay. There are 2 parameters that I want to teach you, okay? Remember how we always say, test, don't guess. Everybody say it louder. Ready? Go. Test, don't guess. Okay, so if there's a patient that tells you I have kidney problems, there are 2 parameters that you can check. Number 1, GFR. You can find this in the lab test. This is an example of a lab test of one of my clients. Okay? There is no name. So if you can see, I think the lowest one, that is the GFR. It says there 86. The specs, it should be higher than 60. Actually, if it's 86, it is already possible that it could be a CKD 1 or 2. If it's there, in that level. But it's not conclusive that you should restrict potassium. The second is, you need to see that the GFR should not be less than 45. If it is less than 45, it only says you monitor. Because again, 98% goes inside the cells. Only 2% goes to the blood. Next, potassium level in the lab test. For those who are in the community, that's one of our requirements, right? Potassium, sodium, magnesium, that's included in the test. Why? Because I want to monitor as they continue to change the lifestyle that barley is enough to supply the basic and the needed electrolytes. Okay? And those 3 are very, very important. So potassium, can you see in the lab test? There's also potassium. The max is 5.1. His level is 4.3. Is it normal? So meaning there is no excess in potassium. As I have mentioned, with 86, it is possible that this person has already chronic kidney disease 1 or 2. But this patient, his creatinine is also normal. However, he has a little bit of protein in the urine. So there is a possibility that the damage in the kidney is already starting. But because the potassium level is still normal, then can this patient drink barley? Definitely. I'm very confident when I give barley because the potassium is normal. It means whatever potassium this patient is getting, some of it goes to the cells and the others stay in the blood because it's normal even if kidney damage has already started. Clear? Is it simple to understand? Okay, now if they say I have CKD, first question is what level? What is your GFR or what is your potassium? As long as the potassium is normal, then it's safe to give barley. Understand? Okay, now, personalized, everybody say again, personalized nutrition. That's why it's important for you to have your lab test because you can see that. Okay? Now, CKD 1, 2, 3, generally speaking, you still don't need the restriction. But then again, check the potassium in the lab test. Because the more you stay away from potassium, it might even be dangerous also. A lot of the patients with CKD are mainly told to stay away from greens. General, to stay away from greens. But you know what? Even with CKD5, you are still allowed 1,500 milligrams of potassium per day. One sachet of barley is approximately 120 milligrams. So you can actually even still drink around 10. But of course, we also eat meats, we have other vegetables, and they also have potassium. But just to be on the safest side, check the potassium level in the lab test. Do not immediately assume, it's okay, barley can help everyone. Because if that patient has problems with high potassium, then you might probably put that patient in danger. So choose the side of caution. Always ask for the lab test. Now, okay. Regarding this one, that's the CKD. Not yet doing dialysis. Have you experienced handling clients who are going through dialysis? Have you had clients going through dialysis? Not yet? Anybody? Yes? Yes? Okay. Now, we had a patient before, whenever he has dialysis, he doesn't drink barley. Not because it's not safe, but because it's sayang. It will be wasted. Because when you go through dialysis, you screen the blood, like you wash the blood. So everything that's in there is like washed away. So if somebody is going through dialysis, you can give, again, check the potassium. If the potassium is normal of your client, even if he's going through dialysis, you can still let them drink barley. Why? To still protect the immune system. To still protect the immune system. Because the more damaged the kidney is, the more prone they are to getting sick. So barley can help still with the 67 micronutrients. Remember 68? Potassium is just one. So there is still 67 micronutrients that can help the other organs and boost the immune system. Okay? Now, for those who are going through dialysis, you may skip barley on before going through dialysis. You may take barley after. Just so it will not be wasted. Okay? Everybody, again, what will you check if the patient has kidney problems? And potassium. Those two things are very important. Okay? I know that CKD is a critical disease, but as early as now, because a lot of patients who are, especially those going through dialysis, can you imagine going through dialysis 3 times a week? You stay there for 3 to 4 hours just sitting down. And some of them cannot even go to vacation. But you know what? Our client, what he used to do, example, if they decide to go to Baguio, they will already check dialysis centers in advance and set appointments. This week, I need to do 3 sessions. Can you reserve a slot for us? So during vacation, they can go. So they don't have problems if they go to Manila, they go to Cebu, they go to other places because their priority is gala. And then, if there's a dialysis center, okay, it's a sign we can go there. Because they still want to feel alive, even if it's already CKD5. When you say CKD5, the kidney is around 15 to 20% functional. So the body is really getting toxic, and kidney does not regenerate. That's why if you're a diabetic, while you still have the chance today to change your lifestyle, you do it. Because the moment the kidney, the heart, the liver, the moment they are damaged, they do not regenerate. And they perform vital and critical functions in the body. So while you have the chance right now, changing lifestyle is hard. But dialysis is way harder. Chronic kidney disease is way harder. Cirrhosis of the liver is way harder. Changing lifestyle is hard, but it's a hard that will give you back your life. Will give you back your health. So you choose your hard. And that's why when I talk to patients, I always tell them, if you don't want it, I don't have business helping you. Because I cannot want it more than you want it for yourself. I don't want to waste my time coaching someone who is not 100 or 200% all in. Okay? Because I want you to get better, but you have to want it more. The question is, do you know that if you have pre-diabetic, if you're pre-diabetic this year and you don't do anything about it, next year you'll probably be diabetic. And the following year, you'll probably be on medication. 300 milligrams, and then 500, and then 800, and then 1,000, and then 3 kinds of medicine, and then 5 kinds of medicine, and then insulin, and then eventually CKD. And then you'd be crying out for kidney transplant. And at that stage, barley cannot help anymore. But right now, while you are pre-diabetic, you will not know until you have your lab test. Or you are still in the early stage of diabetes, do something about it. Okay? Now, question number 13. I'm very passionate with diabetes because I've seen a lot of people suffer. And it's very easy to reverse because diabetes is a lifestyle disease. So you change your lifestyle, you can actually reverse the disease. Next, I am gluten sensitive. Everybody familiar with gluten sensitive or celiac disease? This is very common in the US or Canada or those countries. But in the Philippines, I think not a lot of people are diagnosed, but we always wonder what's going on with our body because it's not often diagnosed. Have you had clients who are gluten sensitive or were told by their doctors to stop drinking barley because barley has gluten? Do you have the barley box? Anybody has barley box there? Can you check? There's I think one of the, under the ingredients, I think it's listed there. Does it say gluten, dairy, additive, GMO, genetically modified, and gluten-free? It is certified by a certifying body. The company cannot just claim that they are gluten-free. They need to be checked. they need to be certified by a certifying and recognized by the government. Okay? So our barley is gluten-free. Now, what is gluten? Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye, and other grains. It's a lot common in foods and drinks including pasta, cereal, beer, pandesal, loaf breads. That's gluten. Pancit Canton, that's gluten. Even in vitamins, cosmetics, and even certain medications. Now, you will know that you are gluten sensitive if you have those symptoms, okay? You have abdominal pain after eating, you have anemia, anxiety, bloating, depression, fatigue, headache. So those things happen whenever you eat pasta. Or maybe you have a lot of soy sauce because soy sauce also has gluten. Now, what does it do? Gluten, it starts with gluten sensitive and then it becomes, if not treated or not controlled, it becomes celiac. The moment you have celiac, it affects your small intestines. You call it autoimmune because the body's immune system will attack your intestines. And eventually, it gets damaged. Now, if it's already damaged, you might even not be able to absorb the nutrients. Okay? You will suffer, most probably suffer with malnutrition. Yes. So, it is very dangerous in a sense that the moment you are malnourished, your body cannot accept the nutrients from the food. Of course, all your other organs will be affected. Now, where do you find the gluten? Actually, our doctors in the Philippines are not familiar with barley grass. We don't grow barley grass. Now, one of the first things that they will do is check Google University. And usually, the moment they hear barley, do you know that your beer is made of barley? But what we are selling is the grass, not the grains. That's why our barley, we always say it's the young barley grass. It has a certain height or certain limit, like example, 10 centimeters or 12. You have a specific measurement or number of days that the barley is still grass. Can you see our barley field? The barley grain is brown. Barley grass is very obvious. It's green. Okay? Now, if you discuss this with your healthcare provider, he can actually tell you, but you are not sure. It's not contaminated. There is a risk of contamination. That is true. But the barley field that we have does not process barley grains. Our barley field in Australia only process barley grass. So how can it have a contamination? Plus, again, you have a third party that certifies our barley grass. They get checked, they get audited, they get samples, and whenever there's contamination, they cannot gain the gluten-free. So everybody online, if you have your barley, then you can show it to the doctor. Because I have personally experienced discussing it with a doctor, with a patient, who are gluten sensitive and who always says, you're bloated, stop drinking barley. That's the one that's causing your bloating. No, it's not my barley. So if you know that, then you can show them this is certified organic and certified gluten-free. And by the way, who's going to MOA tomorrow? Yes, I'll see you there and we will see SJK. Siya talaga ginamit ko, no? O, sige. So everybody has tickets now? You all have your tickets? Okay. So are we supposed to wear green tomorrow? Okay, that's just a commercial. I actually have one client who said she almost died when she took barley. Of course, you will be scared. My next question was, what type of barley? You know, in Singapore, they have barley water. They put the grains, or they put the, and then they soak it in, and they drink the water. Because the grains also has its own nutrients, okay? The problem is it has gluten. So the moment you are already gluten sensitive, then you are intolerant of anything that has gluten. Even if it's only soy sauce when you eat, you'd go running to the toilet and because it will irritate your stomach. So you observe that, okay? In case you have that symptoms, you probably might be gluten sensitive. Is that clear? So our barley is certified gluten-free. Next, question number 14. The patient gets fed through NGT. Familiar sa NGT? Yes. Have you had clients or maybe family member who had NGT? Where are they fed? Sometimes nose or sometimes most of the time here. Okay. Neck, you had experience back? Okay. The point is they are fed through a tube. What do we do with their food? We austerize, blender. Can you feed them barley? How should you do it? You can mix it with their food, okay? So that it's easier to feed them. So if you have this oyster. I should eat oysters tonight. Osterized, you put your barley there, you can mix it, and then you can give it to the patient. But again, as we have discussed in our previous FAQ, if the patient is inside the hospital and that patient is not your responsibility, you need to ask permission from the doctor. Why? Ask me why. Usually, patients who are on NGT, are they in critical care? Yes. If something happens to the patient and the doctor finds out that you put barley without their consent, is it possible that they will blame barley? Yes. Possible? It's possible. So we need to respect the doctor's authority because barley is part of the functional medicine. It's not part of the conventional medicine. And most of our conventional doctors, we don't judge them, but they are not aware of what barley grass is. And people are usually scared of what they do not know. True? So we don't want our barley to be blamed. I don't want you to be blamed. So you ask permission. Now, there's a difference if it's me. Example, it's me and it's my mother or it's my father, and I know full well and I am willing to take responsibility for whatever happens to my patient. But if you are just the seller or the neighbor or the friend, do not push. Okay? We need to also know our boundaries. Is it clear? So if the patient is at home, you can do anything. But if the patient is inside the hospital, please respect the boundaries of the doctors. Okay? Next. Can my baby dog drink amazing barley? Yes. Have you tried this? Yes. We have personally tried this, and our baby, our Pomeranian, really likes barley. And my sister's pet, my sister's dog, also 3 days, she sent the dog to the vet. No improvement. But 2 days drinking barley, the dog was alive and happy and eating again. Yes. I wasn't sure about cats because I don't have cats, but last time we discussed this, one mentor went up and said she tried it with her cat. And the cat was really weak and came back to life. We also tried it with our hamsters and with our rabbit. Chicken, I don't know. Have you tried? Sa liter. Oh, now we have chicken! I think your chicken will be very nutritious when you cook them. We have a barley-fied chicken. Amazing! Fighting cock? Do you want to share it in English? No. Okay, I will. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Let's have some fun. You come up here, you share it in Tagalog. Mentor Marlu will translate. Okay, let's do this. Mets, can you please ask for one microphone, please? Can you share? Because it's a very interesting story. So, to our audience, please bear with us. We will do Tagalog sharing with translator. Everybody, let's give a round of applause to Mentor Marlu and Mentor Mets the Limit. Let's do this. Translate. Okay. It's very interesting because it's something new here. This is something new. And just to give you a heads up, this is about a fighting cock that had flu and took barley. Sige, share. Tagalog and then please translate. You can do this. Sige, let's go.
Ayan. And yes. Paano ba? Saan na ba tayo mag-start? So, yeah. So, ayun po. Which is leader ko kasi yun.
This is the testimony from your leader,
yes,
right?
Please pause so he can translate.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yung pangsabong ng asawa niya. Ayun. Fighting cock. Ayun. Parang nanghina, nagkaroon ng flu.
Okay.
Nanghina siya.
So this, the rooster.
Roaster, yes.
Okay. Had a flu Okay.
Tapos,
And then? Weakness?
Oo. Tapos yun,
And then?
gusto sanang katayin na lang. Kaysa
Okay.
naman mamatay, no? Oo.
It was planned that instead of
Waiting to die.
waiting to die, then they decide to
Pinainom ng try daw ng barley kasi sabi yung barley para sa lahat. So,
Okay.
try para painumin ng barley.
So they decided to have it, drink barley because as we have been informed that barley is for everyone. That includes the animals.
Yun, mga after ilang days na pagpapainom, naging okay na yung manok.
Like how many days?
Parang mga 2 to 3 days na pinapainom.
Like 2 to 3 days of drinking barley, the alleged.
Ayun. yung panabong, ayun. Sinabong talaga, nanalo.
Really?
Yes. Kasi naging malakas siya eh.
Okay. So you know what happened, okay? You know what happened? Then the chicken who was allegedly weak and who was supposed to be like almost dying, and then was even put to a fight and eventually won. So that's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for giving.
Thank you so much. Yes. You got it? Got it? Now, you have a new market. Now, we can sell barley to your neighbors who have fighting cocks. Kuya Joe, sa inyo, Okay, so the next time we have our wellness hour, please tell your leader to bring the chicken and we will ask the chicken to share. Are you having fun? Yes, this is wellness hour, so we're supposed to have good vibes. Okay, so the next time I run this, I will update this one. I will include chicken. So thank you so much for sharing. So in case online you have snake or dinosaur. Grabe naman to mga dinosaur. Lion, in the jungle. Barley for the jungle. Okay. Or for the pig. Okay? So, thank you so much for sharing. Next, let's go to question number 16. Okay, how do I use barley for my pimple? Or how about other skin problems? Can it help too? Who among you have tried the barley mask? The barley mask, yes. How do you use it? If you have a big pimple, do you do the pricking? Familiar sa pricking? So if you have a really big pimple that has a pus, you can actually break it open and then put a little bit of water on barley to make a paste, and you can put it as spot treatment. It will heal really fast with no scars. Yes, we have seen that happen. Or you just need a beauty lift. You can use barley mask, put distilled water, barley, and again, depends on your budget. If you can afford 1 sachet, good for you. But if you cannot, you can put a bit of water in the sachet. The remaining powder, that is a very efficient way to use barley. Get a bit of water and you get it from the sachets and you put it on your face. So you can collect probably about 10 sachets and do your barley mask every 10 days. If you drink 2 sachets, then that's only 5 days. You can do your barley mask every 5 days. It will really make your skin glow. When you go home tonight, please take a picture of yourself using barley mask. If you don't have budget, you can also use 1 capsule. Okay? But you can do that, as well as other skin problems. Psoriasis. Familiar? Even dry spots. Yes. You drink it and you put it outside. You know why? You know why? Because when you drink barley, it goes inside the body, right? But the priority of the barley is actually the detox and your organs. Your skin is the last priority. So when you do the inside and outside, then you get to address your skin also. We had a lecture, a training once on the Barleyfied Beauty with a 30 days challenge. Do you want to know how to have a glowing skin in 30 days? Drink barley, 2, and do your barley mask twice a week. I'll see you next month. You let me know. Okay? We had a mentor from, I think she's from, I'm not sure if Australia, Canada, or US, but she's not here in the Philippines. Every day she would post her 6 sachets with her green face twice a week. And after 30 days, she compared her skin. It was really glowing and it lightened. Yes. Okay? You can put the mask and let it stay for maybe 15 or 30 minutes. Okay? But if it's not too thick, you can let it stay overnight. It's also okay. It depends on how comfortable you are when you wake up with your pillows all green. Because definitely, or your husband beside you, when he wakes up early morning and he sees you all green, he might be in a panic mode. So it really depends. Okay, now, why is this possible that we can put it on our skin? Because our barley is pure. Can you imagine if your barley has stevia and you put it on your face and you stay overnight? So when you wake up the next day, hello ants. So instead of helping your face, your pimple will get worse. So are you proud our barley is pure? Yes, for those who are watching, you cannot do this if your barley is not. I am amazing pure organic barley. Okay, there was a time that I was asked, why is your barley green? And I wondered, because she also had barley, but it was brown. So it had brown rice and other things, but the label is barley. So it's just a label, it's not the real thing. Next, question number 17, patient went through kidney transplant. Can he drink barley? Kanina, a while ago, I just said kidney damage. But if your kidney is actually damaged, you will need a transplant. Now, can the patient who went through transplant drink barley? Yes? It's a question. Okay, first, let's go through a bit of information. Patients who went through transplant, they need immunosuppressant. What does that mean? They need to suppress the immune system because the kidney is foreign. The new kidney is foreign to the body. So the immune system is trained. Whatever is foreign, we will attack. Okay? Now, immunosuppressant medicines prevent your body from rejecting the new kidney. So actually, people who have just had their transplant or continually, they will always need to wear mask. They need to stay away from crowded places. Because when your immune system is suppressed, what will happen? You will be a field for the viruses and the bacteria. So they always have to wear masks, and they have to, as much as possible, stay away from crowded places because their immunity is very, very low. But some of the most common side effects of these immunosuppressants, high blood, diabetes, high cholesterol, increased chance of having infections, so they don't come without side effects. So the person who just had kidney transplant will need to take immunosuppressant. Now, are they allowed to drink barley? Are they allowed? We always say you have to drink barley. It will boost your immune system. Who says yes? Who says yes? Who says no? I heard an answer. Take a guess. Think of the properties of barley. You say no? You are saying yes to the no? No. No, yes. Is that a yes for the no answer? Or a yes for they will drink barley? Why? I need a brave soul to share. Any? Means, let's call in some nurse. Let's have some, just for the purpose of discussion. Means, have you handled patients who had kidney transplant before? Or have you administered immunosuppressants or given, or actually interacted with a patient who, no? 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 Okay. Okay. See, it's tinuro yung nurse. Nagtatago eh. It's okay. For the purpose of discussion, because this is actually a very, very hard scenario. I'm sharing this with you because I had a client who had kidney transplant. Now, how do we deal and how do we answer cases like this? As a distributor, your job is to tell the patient how barley can help. Yes, barley helps with the immune system. It boosts the immune system, right? But does it also help in managing high blood? Does it also help with blood sugar levels? Does it also help with a detox in the body? Does it also help with other things? If they are taking immunosuppressant, their risk of having high blood, is it there? Yes. Having diabetes, is it there? Now, the responsibility to decide is already the patient's. Your responsibility is to share how barley can help. Personally, this is my take. I'm not saying that you will follow this or this is also what you will do with your patients, but for me, I gave you 10 reasons to drink barley. There's one reason that you will not. But because your body is very deficient with nutrients, I think it's worth taking the risk. Now, I gave the barley, you decide. Maybe you don't need higher dose, but maybe 1 sachet in the morning, 1 sachet at night can help. Because there are other things that barley can do to help you, not just that. Now, the difference is barley is food, right? Question is, that person who had the kidney transplant, is he eating malunggay? Probably yes. Barley is food. Isn't it that barley is just more potent in terms of nutrients than malunggay? You see, you let the patient decide for himself or herself. Isn't it that the patient who had dialysis, do you think he's eating orange? Probably yes. Orange has vitamin C, right? Does it boost the immune system? Probably yes, because we always say that vitamin C helps the immune system, right? So if that's the case, should he not eat malunggay? Should he not eat vitamin C from the orange? Make sense? But again, let the patient decide. Your role as agents of hope is to share, not even convince. We are in the business of sharing. That's why it's important you have your own testimony. Because when you share, you don't force it. Right? You're just sharing what happened to you. You're sharing the benefits. Now, let the patient decide. So for my case, I just told him that you can take maybe 1 in the morning and try to observe, and then another 1 at night. Especially, the problem is they always get sick. They always get sick. Okay? Now, that is a question that there is a no or a yes answer. And it's possible. Because it's okay not to know sometimes, as long as it's situations like this. Because you have to take responsibility for, you don't just say, of course you can! 6 sachets, 10 sachets, you need that. And then the immune system attacked the kidney. Okay? Now, question number 18. Client has been drinking barley for 2 years already. How come she still got cancer? Or why did the cancer come back? Possible? Yes. Possible. Why? Number 1, maybe she's just drinking 1 capsule a day or 2 capsules a day. Maybe she's drinking very little and the toxic that's going in is too much. Continuous exposure to toxins is a factor. Sleeping habit is a factor. Water. I met someone who only probably drinks 1 cup of water, and even there's someone who doesn't drink water at all, but drinks soft drinks 1.5 liters a day. power. Yes. So it is possible. And then you drink barley and hoping barley will do all the job. No. It is still possible because your food can be your most potent form of medicine or your slowest form of poison. So yes, it's possible. That's why we educate that barley with lifestyle. Barley can only do so much. Barley gets tired too, you know. If you keep on smoking, you keep on drinking soft drinks or alcohol or stay up all night and do not get rest, barley can only do so much. It can help, yes, but please do not abuse. Barley says, I quit. I can't do this anymore. Okay, 19. Client complained that after taking barley, the result came, she has UTI. The bacteria count increased during urinalysis. Remember healing crisis? Remember detox process? Is it possible that the toxins or the bacteria went out of the body and you can see it in the urine? Yes, because the body is cleaning up. It's just like when you mop the floor. The water was clear, and then you did your cleaning, and then you sausaw. You dip it, and the water became dirty. Why? Because you were cleaning. So it's possible that after I have a lab test, so I will drink barley 3 days before. And then your body went to a detox process, it's cleaning up, and yes, you will probably see a lot of bacteria. And you know what? You should be happy because they're getting out. But then you continue to clean up. Always drink water and drink barley. And hopefully, after 7 days, it goes away. After the repeat and the bacteria is still there, then that's the time. Probably your doctor will give you antibiotic. But we had a case that did not drink antibiotic and drank high dose of barley for 7 days with a lot of water. The UTI cleared. But I'm not saying it's the same for all. Again, check your own body, okay? But it happened. 20. Have you experienced this? Has anybody, the last time I did the training, somebody experienced this? Anybody? You had? You will probably quit IAWORLDWIDE if this happens and you don't know what to do. I was blamed by the family because the client drank barley and she died. First, we go back to what I always say. If the patient is inside the hospital, respect the doctor's territory. Okay? Unless you're the one paying the bill, unless it's your son or your daughter and you have the full responsibility on whatever happens to the patient. Okay? We always go back to that because it's very, very important. I hear reports that some people will still push barley even if the doctor says no. And that is just their neighbor. It's not their patient. Okay? Now, this one happened a few years ago in one of our members in Bacolod. It happened. The mom drank barley. I forgot if it's a few months after or a few weeks after, and she died. And the children blamed, I am amazing pure organic barley. That is the barley that she took, and now she's dead. It happened. And my friend, she was not a distributor, but she was my friend. She talked to the daughter, and then she said, no, I don't think Barley did that, because my friend, she was referring to me, she always posts about how Barley has helped a lot of people with different conditions. So I think it's not that barley that killed your mother. And then the daughter said that's the only thing that was new that she took. Unknowingly, the mother felt lumps months before. And actually, she told her best friend. She did not tell the husband, and she did not tell the children. She got very, very scared when she found out that she had those big lumps. So unknown to the family, she took barley, hoping it will help. But you know, not everybody gets the chance to recover from terminal stage illnesses. That's why we always say prevention is better and cheaper and happier than cure. Not everybody gets the chance to recover when you find out that it's there. So she died. Barley was vindicated because the best friend knew about it. So, when this happens to you, what do you do? Ask for the report. Because usually, it is just feelings. Feeling ko, it was Barley that did this. But whenever somebody dies, there's always medical report, right? Is it really written in the medical report that amazing Barley killed this patient? So if this happens to you, is it possible for us to see the report of the doctors? Trust me, if it's stroke, it did not happen just 3 months ago. Stroke develops years and years and years. What else? Maybe she fell and hit her head. There was also a case that somebody died of choking, by the way. Capsule. Barley capsule. That one, it happened early on because the patient, I think, was suffering from occasional choking. And then, before taking barley, that patient already had incidents of, ano yung laging nabubulunan? How? Occasional choking? How do you say it? There are people, I don't know if you know someone that even if it's just their own saliva or water, they just choke. They really have difficulty of swallowing. But they cannot afford the sachet. So they decided to take capsules instead. It's also possible, and it also happened. I think I was only a few months as IBC owner, and that was the problem that was presented to me. So it's also possible. So that's why it's important that before the patients, or before our clients, or even our own members take anything, you can also ask that for capsules. Do you have problems with swallowing? Yes. Again, everybody say personalized. So now, do you know how to deal? Don't panic immediately. sit down, take a deep breath, and ask, is it possible for us to see the result? The doctor's result, or the doctor's report, or whatever it is in the hospital. Because usually in the death certificate, it says, I don't think they will say, killed by Barley. Too much. I don't think it's possible. Like, is it possible, like, died because of eating malunggay? How funny would that sound? And I don't think in our lifetime we've ever, and nurses, have you encountered anything with the report, died because of the nutritious malunggay? Because of chlorophyll or... So most probably, it's just observations. So it's always good to have the test show it. Okay? Clear? Don't panic. It's just food. Barley, it's just food. Except that it has super. It has the super before the food. So it's really just food. Barley is not medicine, okay? Again, everything we discussed is not a medical advice. This is mainly to educate, to empower you. Did you learn? Yes! A lot or a lotter? A lotterers. A lottest. Parang best, di ba? Good, better, best, a lot, a lotter, a lottest. Okay! Ayan. So I would like to ask for an aha moment in English. Oh no! Make your mentor proud. Mentor, I really don't go out. Now she's going out. Anybody wants to share? What is your aha moment from tonight's training? Can I see the hands of the first timer? Do you want to share? No? No? Monica, Mentor Monica. Yes, thank you so much for volunteering, Mentor Monica. Mates, if you share in English, you know what? By tomorrow, you will have a pay-in from the USA. They will see you share in English and they will definitely say, I'm in. Because I want an upline who can share the product and do the IBP in English. Yes. From Santa Monica. Yes, everybody! Million, clap, clap. I am Tuesday Habit. Oh, so means now for Tuesday Habit, you can probably have it in English also. Once a month, let's do a Tuesday Habit all English. So next time when we have Wellness Hour, we can have a pay-in from Santa Monica. Yes! Mens, please introduce yourself.
By the way, my name is Monica Sereno.
I love the accent, yes.
Former agriculturist by profession, pero doing this business full-time.
Yes.
Actually po, part po ako ng Synergy. Synergy.
Yes.
Ayan. My takeaway from your training for tonight is yung hyper and hypo,
Potassium.
Yes. Because common of diseases is KAD.
CKD?
Ayun, chronic
I'll be
kidney
your
disease.
strength.
Yan. Dialysis patient. I encountered that in my ads also, but
ko kasi. Ano ba yan eh?
We're waiting for the pin from USA. Yes, you can do this.
Yan.
Yan. Anyway po, I'm also asthmatic asthmatic din po ako. Then patient. Sige, Beth, okay. Yeah, I took barley once a day during that my asthma. But basa na yun, Mens.
Tagalog na, Mens! Itatranslate ka after. Let's do this.
Yan, natulungan po ako ng barley. May asthmatic din po ako and acid reflux. Pag umiinom po ako ng barley, mabilis po talaga ako makarecover. And pag nagkakalagnat din po, mabilis din po ako nakaka-recover. Yun po. Thank you so much po.
Okay! Thank you! Okay, thank you. So to translate, she encountered CKD and patients with dialysis. So the learning of hypo and hyperkalemia is really a big help for her. And she used to be asthmatic with acid reflux, and whenever she drinks barley, she recovers from her sickness really fast. A big round of applause for Mentor Monica. Okay, another volunteer, what's your aha moment? Mens, he went to the toilet, I think. Mentor Ezekiel, I think, went to the toilet. Yes. Sige na nga, oh. Okay, our all-English training is on pause. Sino po gustong mag-share ng aha moment? Ano, Mens? Sige, Mens, bigyan kita ng chance mag-voluntold. Voluntold. Okay, ayan, Mens. Yes! Mens, naka-pause yung all-English. Pwede ng Taglish. Yeah. Yes. Aha moment. Ayan, let's give a round of applause to the brave soul. Mens, i-on ko yung English again. Wag po. Konti lang yung nabaon. Okay, next time mag-a-announce ako ng maaga para makabaon.
50 words lang.
50 words. Mens, sige po.
An amazing
Sorry,
morning.
wait lang. Ito po. Pakilala po muna.
An amazing morning po, no? I'm Jeremiah Bantog, dating seaman for almost 6 years, pero doing the business ng full-time na. Isa po sa mga nagustuhan ko sa product natin kasi natulungan po ako sa UTI. So usually po, pagka seaman ka, yung mga kinakain kasi namin is puro maaalat. So doon, it's also yung yung madalas kaming nagpa-party every Saturday. So alam po ng mga seaman yan. Kaya po pagka umuwi kami, it's either ang medical namin, kung hindi mataas ang uric acid namin, cholesterol. Yan. So yun po yung madalas na ina-encounter namin. Kaya nung ako po, dumating sa point na sumasakit yung katawan ko sa likod ko especially. Yung sa likod. Nung naramdaman ko siya, nagpa-check up kagad ako sa private hospital. Then, nung nagpa-check up ako, doon na nakita, doon sa lab test, na may mga dugo na kasama doon sa, sa pag-urine ko. So, yung sabi ng doktor, kailangan ko mag-take ng medication, ng antibiotics. Pero since bata pa po ako noon, I was 26 nung na-diagnose po ako noon. So, sabi ko, parang bata ko pa para magkaroon ng ganon. And then, through research po, nakita ko po yung barley natin. Hindi po ako nag-join dito dahil naghahanap talaga ako ng product. Nag-join po ako dito dahil sa opportunity para makatulong sa finances. Kasi that time po, kapos talaga kami. Kasi yung wife ko po, maaga po ako nagkapamilya. Ngayon, nakita ko po yung opportunity natin, hindi ko pa po alam yung barley. Nung ginamit ko po yung product natin, 1 week lang po. Taking 2 sachet daily. In 1 week. naging okay po yung lab test ko. So sobrang nagpapasalamat ako sa Barley nun. At the same time, natulungan pa kami sa opportunity. So yun lang po. Thank you so much.
Mens, ano yung aha moment mo sa training natin?
Ayan, yung aha moment ko sa training natin, syempre. Madalas po, I encounter yung same situation nung kay Mentor Monica. May mga relatives kasi na may problem na sa kidney. So, yun nga, nag-a-ask sila sa akin, paano ba makakatulong yung barley natin sa sakit nila. So, yun yung sinishare ko lagi na especially pag nagpapa-dialysis sila, hindi masama ang barley kasi ang barley natin is organic. Ang barley natin, madalas kasi ang akala ng iba, magti-trigger yan sa sakit nila, which is hindi naman. Kasi ang organic po, natural siya. Unlike sa artificial, doon siya nagkakaroon ng komplikasyon. So, yun po yung pinapaliwanag ko sa kanila. And yun naman, sinusubukan din nila. So, nagpapasalamat po ako kasi at least nariniwala sila sa akin. So, yun po.
Sige, thank you for sharing. Ito, Mens. Okay. Sige. So, I think it's getting late. Or unless anybody wants to share? Ayan! Sige. Congratulations! Oh, ito. Naka-switch on ulit yung English. Joke. Okay. Naglakas daw. Sige po. What is your aha or takeaway for tonight's training?
Amazing morning, everyone. First time ko po actually umattend ng live ng Wellness Hour. So, my name is Noemi Aguilar. I'm a former employee and I'm a breast cancer survivor for 5 years. Thank you, Lord. And Barley helped me a lot to boost my immune system, and I haven't taking any medications. I only drink amazing pure organic barley. And also my mom is colon cancer survivor. And my brother recently had a angioplasty. And thank you, Lord, barley helped to boost his immune system as well. And right now, he's recovering and taking 2 sachets of amazing pure organic barley. So, my aha moments is we need to be very careful in introducing or suggesting how to take barley to those patients or to those clients that we talked to, because when we go to PGH, or when I go to PGH to visit my brother, there's one patient asking about barley. He has CKD, stage 5. So I asked him what was the results, and then there's one users of my leaders that asking if it's barley help kidney problems. So I asked her na as well what was the results of his son. So I'm just waiting for the answer so that I can guide them how to take barley well. And thank you so much, because this kind of training, it helped us how to communicate, and it is really important that we should heart share the barley is. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Meds. Meds, you were not aware, but you shared in all English. Yes! Paying from USA and Canada, waving. Yes! Congratulations! Thank you! Yes, another volunteer!
Yes, this is
Palakpakan natin, our dialed mentor!
This is short because it's English.
Short and sweet.
My aha moment is that I'm wondering why a lot of people are too concerned about the barley but wouldn't take second thoughts drinking soft drinks and ultra-processed food, because I've seen a lot of patients with CKD and still eats junk foods and fast foods, and I'm just asking, and I'm curious, is that allowed for you? No, it's okay, just a little bit. And then they will have second thoughts with the barley with just one sachet. Isn't it ironic? So that's all. Thank you.
I love it! Isn't it ironic? Thank you so much, Vince. Yes, exactly. It's very funny that they will question something organic and something so nutritious, but right, will not have second thoughts if mamaya brand name. I was actually supposed to say the brand. But we are not enemies with the brands. We are enemies with what's inside, what we're putting inside the body. Yeah, so that is a very, very good point that we can also ask the patient. You're having second thoughts of the one that's nutritious, but you're not even, and then while discussing, drinking soft drinks, slurping, float pa, no? Float. Totoo. It's a very, very good point. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing, for being so brave. So how is the all-English training? Are you sleepy or sleepier? So everybody, can you check your neighbor's nose? Is it bleeding? Yes. Na-anemic sa nosebleed. So always remember, an hour of wellness can spare you a lifetime of illness. So beloved, I pray that all may go well with you and that you may be in good health as it goes well with your soul. God bless everyone. I am Mentor Elise and I am worldwide. Yay!
We're gonna make it one day in time with all the possibilities. Just hold on to your dreams and see that you can take it. Someday you're gonna make it. You are invincible and no one's gonna fake it. You're on a mission, one day they'll see your vision. How beautiful this life could be with IAWORLDWIDE's company. Show them what you're meant to be and know the world to see that life is just so beautiful while building our own legacy. While you're working in a silence, doesn't mean that we're divided. Doesn't mean that you're hopeless. We're just broken, but we're not defeated. But there's a beauty in a distance. Just listen to your heart when you're speechless. Don't ever doubt of your existence. 'Cause you're beautiful, believe it. You are with and family. You are with IAWORLDWIDE.
The best person who can take good care of you once you get older is the younger person you are now. Does that sound familiar? How about this? Prevention is better than cure. Or this: health is wealth. Indeed, everyone is aware of the importance of achieving a healthy lifestyle. But the real question is it still possible to live healthily in today's world of processed food, much pollution and radiation, plus a stress-filled, fast-paced environment? With IAWORLDWIDE, it is a big yes, with the power of barley. According to Dr. Yoshihide Hagiwara, a Japanese doctor, scientist, inventor, and pharmacologist, Barley is the only vegetation on Earth that can supply nutritional support from birth to old age. It is recognized by science as the most nutritious of all plant foods, containing a broad spectrum of essential vitamins,